We thought we got permission for something, and David thinks we did not.
I'm glad we...
What?
I swear we did.
What? Got permission for what?
Don't worry about it.
No,
If you want to know, you should
If you want
watch
to know,
the
you gotta
director's
subscribe to Floatplane
commentary.
and watch 7 hours of video.
What do you mean?
We lost. Spoilers, I guess.
What do you... Well, hold on a second.
I thought Linus knew. I didn't mean to open this worm can.
I'm reading the comments.
I don't know if it's even in there.
Usually the comments will tell me what was in the video. Control F. C-H-E-A.
The comments are about you cheating.
Next time, Dan
line
should
up
be
for
on
me.
Linus's team and do the same amount of cheating. So Dan knows the answer.
Oh, no, we both know the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I thought you were aware before this.
okay, Dan.
I mean, we talked to David about this.
Talk to David about
We
what?
super talked to David about it. But there must have been
If
a
you
miscommunication.
talk to David about something, then you have to have the camera rolling. So
There must have been a miscommunication.
I mean, you must have
at some
had
point.
your
No,
tentacle.
there was mic packs rolling.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, where's the audio of you talking to David?
I think it's in the commentary thing, maybe.
No, I think it
Uh-huh.
was found in the edit, and they just kind of brought it up later.
Oh.
I can't quite remember.
I don't know.
Okay, so what did you guys do?
You got to watch the full.
I'm not going to watch the
exclusive-
7-hour video to find out the answer to one question.
I think it actually was just at the start, to be perfectly honest. What happened? We were like, hey, somebody at work is getting rid of stuff. Can we get the stuff from them?
Excuse me? What part of you cannot use your influence?
But you can ask for anything.
No.
You can ask David for anything.
What?
You have super broken the rules like crazy before by asking David.
What are you talking about?
What
What
I don't
rule
know.
breaking?
I could go dig up some examples. I mean, just in
I
this
do not-
episode,
I
just
think
in this
the
episode, there was a rule
interpretation-
that you had to go out. You had to stay in pairs, and you guys sent out one because
But
you
it
asked David.
explicitly said in the rules that you can ask for an exception to that.
I don't know.
Explicitly. What do you mean you don't know?
I didn't know it said an exception for that one.
Yes, it did.
No, I'm not saying it didn't. I just didn't know that.
Okay. Dude, that's been a rule of Scrapyard Wars for years. You cannot use your influence. And I would say asking a friend or coworker or family member falls pretty clearly.
No, it wasn't asking. They were going to give it away for free anyways. So it was like, could we know the
That's why we clarified it with
whereabouts or
David.
something, and then acquire it that way?
It's a very good thing that... You know what? Whatever. It's been out for like over a week now. It's a very good thing that you guys lost.
See, I thought it was
Because
crazy. I thought it was crazy. I thought he was going to say no matter what. And then when he said yes, I thought it was because we must have been getting stomped and he was trying to like showrunner it and make it closer.
Oh yeah, same. I think what we
Apparently
discussed
there was
during
just-
this
he-
like
he
7-hour video, he was on so many like painkillers.
Yeah.
And I think there was just a miscommunication, but we did ask. So yeah, whatever.
Because my thing was like, there's no way that's going to fly, but you can ask if you want.
I think we'll be way more
And then he was
careful
like, yeah,
next
sure.
year. Yeah, if there is a next year. Luke banned, Dan banned.
That is wild. That is wild. Because I mean, dude, I got friends. You know,
Yeah.
I could be like, "Hey, Shroud,
No.
Do you have any old gaming PCs you're planning to give away?"
There was no asking. There was no asking involved. I thought that might have been what made it okay. I think he just didn't understand what we were saying. Probably because he was on painkillers.
It's whatever.
Okay. So what did you get?
It was the speakers or something.
Speakers.
So
and-
that's how you got a speaker set up for free.
Yeah. I mean, I got a speaker set up in the last Scrapyard Wars for free that was arguably better. So, I don't know. I also actually thought that's why he okayed it, was because it's like actually not that hard to get audio stuff for super cheap.
I had to pay for audio. So.
Literally, last Scrapyard
you
Wars,
got
I got
good
like
stuff.
wicked audio set up with an amp and everything. If you remember that, that was all. Was it free or was it like
I think it was almost free.
like like $3 or something.
Yeah,
like insultingly.
listen to him
low
reminiscing
money.
about last time, but we're not talking about last time, Luke. We're talking about this time. Oh man, that is. And look, I understand that there were a fair number of folks upset about the fact that my PC was not powered on.
Oh, no, we talked
That
about
was
that as well.
technically totally
we
within
talked
the
about that
rules.
as well. We were talking about racing rules.
I don't think it should have been, but I also don't think I should have been able to do a game service thing. But both of
Yeah.
those were totally within the rules.
There's definitely some stuff we're going to have to revise about the rules.
Yes.
But the thing about Scrapyard Wars is it has always been
Working
the
around
letter of the
rules.
law.
Yeah.
And what you can get away with to win.
Yeah, I thought the computer in the corner was clever more than anything. It didn't bother me at
Oh,
all.
yeah, that was amazing.
I wanted to make it furniture. So I wanted a tabletop for it.
That would have been great. See, like that would
That's
bother me
awesome.
at all.
That made it into the cut.
That's awesome, yeah.
If people did see it, I think they released it on LMG Clips maybe, but I know it was a floatplane
Hold
exclusive
on
for
a
a bit.
second. Hold on a second. Vape Doc in the Floatplane chat says, you didn't mention the sub.
Oh, that
What
was
about
a,
the sub?
This was a,
Oh,
What
yeah,
about the
that's
sub?
right.
This was a-
That probably would have been a bit too far
See,
of a
here's
stretch.
the thing. I don't even understand what you guys needed so much money for. Because quite frankly,
we blew it on a projector that barely worked.
Yeah.
quite frankly, like I had to, dude. The distribution, like you guys spent $400 on a couch. I'm sitting here going like, bro, or 350.
I don't remember what it was.
So I wanted the crappy
know it
black
wasn't
one.
400.
It was a lot more than ours. I know that much.
do think
was
you
a
guys
lot
should
of
have
money.
Lost more points for your couch.
Me?
Yeah, I think so.
It was pull
you
out,
guys
though.
should have clearly won. It
was pull out.
To be very clear, I'm not trying to say that.
It was very uncomfortable.
It was horrifically
It was.
uncomfortable.
Did you sit on the crack at
Oh,
any
yeah.
point? Oh, dude,
Even not on the crack.
it
though.
had the dude.
It
but
was so bad.
the crack was truly
I
honestly seventh
think
level of hell.
your guys'
The couch
experience.
was like $375.
Yeah,
so it was
okay.
effectively 400 then.
Yeah.
I thought it was 3. Did we get a discount
No,
from
you
there?
got, ours
I
was
don't know.
like 100 or 150 or
I
something.
thought we got it for less than 375.
Projector
or
was
whatever.
$800.
Yeah, that was rough.
Crazy.
I didn't. Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know enough about projectors. I thought going the projector play was like super good. Obviously, in hindsight, no. But
I think we got locked into it. We talked about this a lot during the director's commentary.
I feel like we
okay.
needed like
I feel
a
like
Linus
we've gotten
and Luke
off
one, too.
topic. I feel like we've gotten off topic. Tell me about the subwoofer.
Oh, that was mine.
Okay, that is cheating.
I think so.
That is the most cheatingest thing of any Scrapyard Wars
So
ever.
how did that one fly?
I have no idea.
That is a giant load
Did
of
you
bullshit.
ask about that one?
Probably. That's a little too blatant for even me.
Because my general byline was like, if you want to do something whack, just make sure you clear it with David. But then I also didn't know that David was on tons of painkillers.
No, neither
I
did
wasn't
I.
aware of that until this stream.
Exactly.
Oh my god, you guys.
I'm glad it helped so much. Wow.
It's really lucky you guys didn't win because I think that
I think
actually,
at this point we
people would have
would've been-
legitimately been mad.
Well, I think we would have been DQ'd at this point.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Have we ever disqualified anyone?
No, and there's been really egregious cheating in the past.
I don't think as bad as just bringing parts from home.
Probably not. I don't even remember what they were, but probably not. No.
Wait.
Yeah, that
Didn't
can't
we
really work.
almost disqualify Kyle?
What did he do?
I don't remember.
Oh, didn't they just fully actually cheat?
No,
Paul and Kyle in that thing? I thought they did. I thought they super did.
I don't think so. Did they? They wouldn't cheat. Does anyone remember? I haven't watched any of the old Scrapyard Wars.
Paul and Kyle
in
were
years.
outright DQ'd. Yeah, okay. I
Oh.
thought something happened.
Okay, apparently we have disqualified someone
They were
before. What did
DQ'd.
they do?
Yeah. I don't remember. But I remember like something happened.
They did. They super did. They screwed themselves with VSync. What are you guys even talking about? Okay, I don't remember. We need a cheating edition. They used their own drive. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Because their drive died or something, right?
Yeah.
So it was actually good for like the video.
Yeah.
Because then they're able to present.
Because did they win? Damn, I can't remember anymore.
I don't
We have to
remember.
go back and actually like check our win-loss records because I think we're pretty close to even now. You might still be ahead of me. He's
gotta
like,
be wicked close or
Dude.
tied.
he's like pissed.
No, I am. Because I see it as like old gen and new gen. Have I explained this to you
What?
before?
No, I haven't.
Because there was a
what?
huge gap.
A gap?
There's a massive time gap
Oh,
in
I
Scrapyard
see.
Wars. So I see it as old generation Scrapyard Wars and new generation Scrapyard
Okay,
Wars.
sure.
And in new generation Scrapyard Wars, I'm 0-2.
What? You only count? So you don't count the one
I'm
with
not
the teams?
counting it. I'm just looking at this split.
Oh, so since the Scrapyard Wars pause,
Yes.
you're seeing it as like the reboot.
Yeah.
So in the reboot,
Since the reboot, I'm 0-2.
that's funny.
And both of them honestly weren't that close, which is like bad.
It's not great.
No, it's not. This last season was by far, in my opinion, my worst showing ever.
Maybe next time spend more time.
Sleeping, not launching a platform the same week.
We tried.
Yeah. No, I know. No. I really
did
appreciate
everything humanly possible.
They actually, for context for the viewership, they actually moved Scrapyard Wars a whole week for me. And
So
then
that he wouldn't have the overlap.
and then the launch just got delayed until so like I literally sleep. I don't remember a very low amount of hours over the entire thing.
I think it was like 16 hours over 5 days.
I think it was less than that.
It might have been.
And I know, like,
might have been
the
less,
first day of shooting, like when
Yeah.
you see us throwing the money up and stuff,
Yeah.
I had been awake for over 30 hours
Yeah.
while we were filming that.
So that was the day he decided to buy a projector.
Yeah, like,
And then we just kind of ran with
I have
it.
no
like
idea,
it was,
dude.
It was
You know,
just...
it was honestly, if you guys had executed on it perfectly, I think you could have won. It was
I
a
can't-
clever concept.
I can't understate how, like, f***ed we got from not having the mount. Because actually, everyone's time went into setting the mount up. And I know the people who actually did the mount stuff are going to be like, what? That's not fair. It is, because then that meant we couldn't, like, drive places.
Yeah. But you know what the funny part is to me?
It was so rough.
I don't really understand. And I mean, I don't mean any disrespect. I know that in a time of like, you know, frantically trying to problem solve, sometimes you can come up with not the best solutions. But like, why did you guys try to 3D print a mount? Why didn't you just go get a piece of wood and just like screw the piece of wood into the thing and then just like put it on a freaking like hinge or something? Like, why did you try to 3D print a mount?
Put it on a hinge.
Like literally just put a freaking, get a piece of wood and literally put a big screw into it and freaking bend it. You know, like if you're going to be jank, just jank it.
Yeah, we probably should have done that. I don't know, but like how much time do you
or
think?
put the projector on a shelf. I didn't even think of that one, which goes
I
to show like you
suggested
don't.
shelf, yeah.
Yeah, why don't you just put it on a shelf
Why
behind
didn't we
the
do shelf
couch?
then?
They wouldn't go and buy one.
I got us free shelving, so I don't think that makes sense. How much time do you think got spent between you and Justin on the mount and mounting it?
I wasn't involved in the mount.
Well, you're
Mounting
involved
it
with mounting
took
it.
like
And you redid
way too long.
the 3D print at some point, right?
No, I had to modify it kind of last
That's
day
what I'm
because
saying, yeah.
No comment really.
Krazap says,
But yeah, I
people
mean-
3D print things for all kinds of stuff that would be easier if you just didn't 3D print it. if
Well,
you just
no,
did it
that's a
some other
thing
way.
for sure. But it literally took
We
it
would've had
took
to
like
go
a person
buy
and a
wood.
half out of the competition for us.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely cannot overstate how devastating that was.
Would have been a lot better to just go to a Home Depot, buy some screws and hinges and things. but-
Sure.
Alexander the Terrible asks, can you clarify what the rules were for tools so people can stop saying Linus cheated for using a freaking paint roller? The rules
He
are
didn't
that
cheat
we're
for
allowed to use any tools that we could realistically have access to in the office.
And one 3D printer.
And
No.
one 3D printer.
There was also, you were allowed to use your own tools.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Tool use was not the problem
Yeah.
No.
at all.
But
No.
but materials counted,
Yes.
except you had unlimited filament for one printer.
For one printer, yeah.
Yeah.
And only one printer.
And only one.
Because that's the limiting factor, not the plastic.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that we were allowed to mount stuff to the walls with, like, they would give us backing wood. Like, if you wanted to mount a TV to a wall.
I had no idea that was a thing until they mentioned it in the stream. Did you know that was a thing? Yeah. Okay. so none of the contestants
I mean,
knew.
I would have mounted a TV to the wall, though.
The reason why I asked if you knew it was a thing and was pretty sure you didn't was because obviously you would have done that.
No, I wouldn't have.
Wait,
I didn't
really?
have money. I couldn't afford a mount. Dude, I had $1.38 left. Like,
fair enough.
dude,
Yeah, we were down to
no
small
offense,
amounts.
but we scrapped harder than you guys.
We
this
didn't
time.
scrap at all, actually.
Yeah, like you guys paid you guys paid a fortune for your rug. You guys paid a fortune for your couch.
I think we paid a lot less than you for a rug, I think.
Did you?
Our rug was
I'm
$20.
Rug.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong about the rug, but the couch.
The couch is really
Couch,
expensive.
$375.
We thought we had tons of money when we got the couch.
Rug, $25.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
the
guys
couch was-
slayed on the rug then.
I found the
But
rug.
just like in general, dude, like I was watching your side and I was just like, oh my God, like how do they have all this money? And it's because they didn't need a compute device.
Well, yeah.
Like we spent almost $400 on a PlayStation.
$112
And then we
for the computer.
bought movies.
And
Like,
okay, so there's been a lot of talk about the Shadow thing as well, and I feel pretty bad for Shadow.
yeah, they got
because
kind of boned by just our internet being sucked that day.
I wish it was explained a little bit better. It was explained decently well, but I wish there was like almost a disclaimer on screen of how much testing I did. Because this was very explicitly communicated through David, and I think this was actually fine. He let me do testing of it when it was acting weird outside of hours. I wasn't allowed to actually work on like my own system.
Right.
But I could run Shadow at my house and be like, is it working?
Right.
And I could like go to friends' houses and be like, run Shadow, is it working? And it was working perfectly fine the entire week, everywhere I tested, which was tons of places. I don't think this is in the EULA necessarily, but I was sharing the heck out of my account with like everyone I knew, getting them to run it from everywhere they could at all times in day, and there was literally never a problem except for at our office. And there's something with how our firewall is set up. I don't remember. Sean was trying to work on it. And
I mean, I think that's why our Adventure Time stream looked like crap too.
probably
It was terrible. It looked like 240p.
there's something weird, and I know that's like literally my department, LOL. But there's something weird with how that's set up, and that totally nuked Shadow. That is not. I know there was some comments being like, "Oh, this is just what streaming experiences are like."
No.
and there are
And
some issues
yes,
there,
but no.
but not at this level,
Like
at all.
We have like an enterprise grade connection here. It's like I forget what the exact whole thing is, but basically it's the closest thing to if we had a dedicated fiber line without actually having our own fiber run through the street.
And we've got
No,
like
even,
three
like,
of them.
There is no reason why we should have anything but the cleanest possible connection to Vanix, which should have the cleanest possible connection.
I had somebody on a copper 100 line
yeah.
that ran it great on like a 8-year-old computer. Like this was not. It was not Shadow.
Yeah.
So like it
It was just bad luck.
The projector. All right, cool.
Yeah. That was not great.
I did not executive decision that call. Just to be very clear.
Yeah.
But we were also saying, like, you know, sports. If only I had made that pass.
Yeah.
If only I had trained a bit harder. If only I didn't come to work drunk. If only I, you know, it's like you can go look back forever in highlights and stuff like that.
The projector. I wish we didn't make that call. Shadow.
You guys could have gotten away with the projector if you had also painted the room.
Again,
I originally wanted to do silver
paint
screen.
the room, but
there's so much, and I don't think
can't
we should
explain-
necessarily talk about it on stream. But there's a lot of reasons and stuff that we don't really want to go into right now.
I can't explain how torpedoed the team got when we didn't get them out. When I'm saying a person and a half, at least a person and a half were just removed from the competition when we didn't get that mount.
That's rough.
And we should have just mounted it in the easier way, whatever. 100%.
I also don't even, I watched the interaction where they picked it up. I don't even blame them for taking the projector because you guys had decided on the projector and you did say get the mount, but like also like you're trying to like you're under time constraint. Like, I understand why they made the call to just take it anyway and go, yeah, we can figure out a mount, because it can't be that hard.
I didn't know there was a mount properly. Otherwise it would have been like, we need the mount.
Communicated, but I hear you.
It was communicated, but even then, I wouldn't assume, like, okay, look, if somebody sent me to go get a camera and they told me, yeah, it doesn't have like the plate that goes under it, I'd be like, well, yeah, I mean, I'm still buying the camera. I'll figure out a plate. Like, that can't be that hard. I wouldn't think that getting a projector mount is that hard.
The shadow problems, I did work on them outside of hours. I also spent an egregious amount of time working on them inside of hours. Like, between the mount and shadow, we basically had like Sammy, who couldn't drive around by herself.
I was about to say Sammy was your team's like standout. Oh,
she's
rock
the
star.
only reason we got like any points at all.
Yeah,
she did
like,
great.
The fact that
and was given nothing. I don't know how well communicated it was in the video. She had what was it, like 14 minutes to make the room cool or something?
Dude, your room
just
went from casting couch to inviting lobby in like a shockingly small amount of time and with very little budget.
I remember her being
I was
like,
very impressed.
I need at least 30 minutes.
To be clear, I wasn't surprised because I saw what Sammy did with the budget that I gave her on the previous season, which was even less.
Yeah.
But I was very impressed.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah, she did great. We gave her nothing. And she did good with it.
Okay, Dunphy says 58 seconds in episode 1. Can only use items purchased using the budget. Linus sold a soundbar. Yes, but I sold a soundbar that I only have because I bought it.
I'm completely fine with that.
I think that's pretty standard.
That's canon at this point. That if you can wheel and deal.
I don't know if that's in the rules or not, but like that is completely fine.
I think it's allowed by legal precedent.
Sure.
Regardless of whether it's in the Scrapyard Wars Constitution. I think that is objectively
good for the game.
Oh yeah, if you can flip, like totally cool.
Dude, that TV deal saved me.
That TV deal was sick.
I got a
watching you wheel for that was so dope. That was actually awesome.
Dude, I was
watching it was painful for myself because I was just staring at myself doing dumb things. So I'm way too freaking tired. And then I could see myself in a conversation with someone, knowing that behind the back of my laptop is actually Sauce Plus instead of Scrapyard Wars listings. So I'm like, man, sorry, entire team. I kind of screwed everyone over this season, but watching some of your team stuff was cool, and that wheel and dealing for the TV was awesome.
McBain, run the numbers. I never went negative money last season. That didn't happen.
I thought you went credit card.
No.
You went over budget credit card.
No, I didn't go over budget. I had to use money off my credit card because I left the cash somewhere. I wasn't negative budget. I was never out of money.
You did.
I just had to move it around creatively because it wasn't in the same physical place that I was. No.
All right.
If anything, I have been on my best behavior the last couple of seasons.
I will say much, much better than in the past.
Now it's our turn.
Hey, look. I have always
look at us. We are the cheaters now.
Where did we learn it, Mom?
I've always followed rules. It's just that we used to have much more ill-defined rules, so they were easier to more egregiously skirt. Whereas now we actually, for better or for worse, we have pretty well-defined rule sets.
Yep.
So I have to be more creative in my
I think what we learned this
interpretation
season is the rules around the PC being required should probably be more explicit.
And those were intentionally vague. And Linus and kind of
season.
We were talking about racing stuff on the live stream. Like F1 is basically that rule book's like 3,000 pages long, and people still are trying to find ways to do what Linus did with the computer, which is like part of sport.
That's part of sport. Exactly.
And it was left vague for Linus to do that.
And you can do that one time, and that's good. I don't want to be encouraged to try a shadow solution again. But it was neat to try one time. I'm just sad that we weren't going to win. You guys won. I'm not trying to argue that. But if Shadow worked,
And my trophy's super cool this year.
if Shadow worked, I think it would have been a lot cooler.
I didn't even
of
know
an
I
where
think
idea.
it would have been closer.
Didn't even know we were going to get trophies.
Oh, I didn't know we were
'Cause,
going to
like-
get trophies. They were a surprise to me too.
Because like the projector was not configured and the speakers lost their configuration. Someone,
Yeah.
this is
No,
not
no,
why
no,
we
no.
lost.
You messed us up too. So when I was testing on my laptop,
Drama.
I was getting
my.
5.1, 6.1. The little PC wasn't able to output.
I had a spare little PC. Maybe you should have just tried with that.
in the 10 minutes that I had to test everything.
I hate it when
because
mom
he's
and dad
busy.
fight.
He's busy
Shut up.
trying to mount the projector.
Yeah,
with
this
all
isn't
his
your
time.
this is your conversation.
Yeah, get out of here, Linus.
Everybody,
We never
messed
fought
up.
before you were born.
It's your fault.
Ultimately, I was
Yeah.
captain of the ship. I should have done a better job. It lands on me. But
Oh, you
I,
don't have to fall on that sword.
no, I think I do.
I mean, I'm the one that
did
didn't
not do very
execute
well this
on
season.
literally anything.
I'm just going to say my team's teamwork was immaculate.
You guys
we were
killed
like,
it.
dude,
No
we were
comment.
dialed.
No comment.
We were dialed.
I had
I,
definitely my roughest season, and you guys just killed it the whole time.
My
Yeah, that was
entire
incredible.
team, MVP. Like Pancrats was awesome. Sebastian was awesome. Natalie
Dude, we
was awesome.
had some really fantastic team moments too. The fact that we got a room
Oh, dude.
is crazy.
Yes.
Like the push through at the end was wild. Dan just like melting plastic knives into the roof. Crazy.
I was not particularly happy that I had to do that for the record.
But it worked.
I mean, country girls make do, right?
My God, I don't know if everyone's gonna get that reference.
You got to get there. You got to get there somewhere. Like, we're not going to lose. Or we're not going to
We're not gonna
DNF.
not show.
We're not
Yeah.
going to... Yeah, we're going to show up for the game, right?
Because after like, yeah, there was a moment where I was thrown a crazy curveball where I was informed that my little mini PC idea would not work, and then I lost hours to realizing, oh no, my idea was actually fine. The mini PC would work, and then I lost a lot of time with that.
Yikes.
And then I lost at least half a day to that, which probably wouldn't have lost that much if I was awake. And then I lost an enormous amount of time, like almost all the rest of my time trying to figure out Shadow or driving. That was like all the rest of it. So I was not very useful to
Angry
the team.
Panda PC in Float Plane Chat says, "Hey Luke, at least you had a very entertaining team.
I think so.
You did have that. You
It
guys
was-
were very entertaining to watch.
If I tried to detach myself and watch as if I wasn't in the show, I thought our team was very, Dan specifically was very, very entertaining.
Roman asks, who threw harder, Luke throwing the game or Dan throwing the projector?
Oh, but he caught it.
Dan dropping that
reaction to that
projector
was crazy.
that was like one of the craziest Scrapyard Wars moments ever.
If I remember correctly,
Like him holding half of your team's entire budget and just
Not only was I holding half of the budget, I also fell over the rest of the audio system, including the AV receiver and literally everything else.
Yeah.
So in one tiny little move, I could have destroyed all of our equipment.
remember-
And I thought it was going to fall through the wall because it's like paper thin. But no, it seemed okay. I crushed it against the wall with my hand, and that broke its fall. So good.
I remember you told me
Bled
like a
for our
little bit
room.
about it, and then
I was not going to tell you anything about it.
yeah, I think you told me that you bled, but that I'd have to watch it in the edit. And then watching the edit, the whole time I was just like, oh my God. That was amazing.
I think people didn't, because we were talking in Canadian dollars, I think people didn't fully understand how good my TV deal was, by the way. This is what I paid for
Dude, your
a 70.
PlayStation deal was insane.
That was a great deal.
The PlayStation deal and the TV deal were crazy.
So that was another thing that people didn't fully appreciate was my price on the PlayStation. They were
Yeah.
like, why is Linus so excited about this price? Because I paid Canadian freaking dollars.
Put $400 in there.
Because what's communicated to the audience at the beginning of the episode, I think, is that we have $1,400 or whatever.
Yes.
But then the whole time we're actually talking,
CAD,
we're talking about
$2,000.
$2,000.
So
it's a little
sorry, how much did I
confusing
pay
as
for the
a viewer.
PlayStation again? Was it
You said
400?
$400, yeah.
CAD to USD. So I paid $288 US dollars for a PlayStation 5,
When I saw that in the episode, I was like, that's just...
2 dual senses,
I hear 460.
And I got
Even 460.
460. Oh,
Crazy.
sorry. Okay, let's fix it. I paid 460.
460
Still,
with the 3 games,
okay,
though.
And two controllers.
I paid $332 for a PS5, 2 DualSenses, and 3 games. One of the games I sold for like $20, I think, $15 or $20. So I actually paid like $320 US for a PS5 and 2 DualSenses. And then for the TV, I paid $396 US for a 75-inch TV with a free like $200 MSRP, so $150 US soundbar that I sold for $100 Canadian dollars. So I paid like $320 for a 75-inch TV.
First of all, Pankrat's watching right now. I had no idea you were the guy at the shipping can from last. I had no idea that was him. That was nuts.
I didn't know that until he told me.
No one told me until I was just watching the episode. And I was like, wait, what? And then obviously it was like obvious when watching the episode again.
So David Pankratz from my team this year is the guy who gave Luke his free PC last year.
I didn't use any of it, but...
Well, whatever.
Yeah. So that was nuts. And then when he was like selling the soundbar and the guy offered $100 or whatever, and then I think he tried contacting you to like see if it was cool or not. I was like, oh my God, just take it. I was worried he was going to not get the deal. And then,
we got an offer on it really fast. People were like, because it was brand new in box, right?
That's always my concern
don't care if it's hot.
with trying to resell. Is if it doesn't work out, you can be kind of screwed. But that TV was probably worth buying anyways.
Last season, we ran into trouble where we used far more than what we had budgeted for the PC, and we had like 2 full computers worth of stuff, and people were like grinding me on the price, trying to get me to bundle basically all of it for like, well, realistically, it was about what I paid anyway, so I wasn't going to lose money. But I was stressed because I was like, I wanted to get rid of it for like a decent price. I wish we'd sold you the CPU last year when you guys wanted to buy it, and we thought you were just messing with us.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been so funny.
That would have been funny.
That would have been a first for Scrapyard Wars, is one team actually buying an item from the other team. Yeah. I hope it happens someday. I'm not going to force it.
No.
But I hope it happens organically someday.
That would be very funny.
Oh, man.